Hi, my name is Jihun Choi. I'm going to discuss about the differences between tragedy and melodrama and comedy and farce. Let's talk about the differences between tragedy and melodrama first. What is tragedy? It is a dramatic form involving serious actions of universal significance and with important moral and philosophical implications, usually with unhappy ending. Tragedy asks very basic questions about human existence. Why are people sometimes cruel to one another? Why is the world unjust? Why are men and women called on to endure sufferings? What are the limits of human sufferings and endurance? Tragedy assumes that the universe is indifferent to human concerns. He often cruel and malevolent. Tragedy can be classified as traditional, kings, queens, and the nobility, or modern, ordinary people. What is melodrama? Dramatic form made popular in the 19th century that emphasized action and spectacular effects and also used music to underscore the action. It had stock characters, usually with clearly defined villains and heroes. Melodrama speaks to the paranoia in all of us, the fear that someone is pursuing us or that disaster is about to overtake us. Melodrama brings these fears to life. The easiest way to understand melodrama is to look at film and television examples. Westerns, science fiction films, horror films, superhero films, and detective or spy films. All of these emphasize heroes and villains. Now let's compare them together. Tragedy ends in tragedy. It starts from a good fortune but ends at bad fortune. Melodrama starts from a good fortune, goes through bad fortune, and ends at good fortune again. Tragedy presents the characters in constant shade of gray, but melodrama uses a archetypical character like villains and heroes. Tragedy includes largely internal conflicts, but melodrama includes typically external conflict. What about the difference between comedy and farce? What is comedy? In general, a play that is light in tones and concerned with issues that point out the excesses and folly of human behavior, has a happy ending and is designed to amuse. Comedy is developed by means of techniques. Verbal humor turns words upside down and creates puns, malapropism, and inversions of meaning. Comedy of character creates men and women who take extreme positions, make fools of themselves, or contradict themselves. Plot complication create mistaken identity, coincidence, and people who turn up unexpectedly in the wrong house or the wrong bedroom. There are two basic types of comedy, which can be classified as high and low comedy. High comedy is characterized by subtle characterization with dialogue, irony, and satire. Low comedy is characterized by humorous or farcical situations, absurdities, physical action, and often bawdy or vulgar jokes. What is farce? A low form of comedy, a comic dramatic work using buffoonery and horseplay and typically including crude characterization and ludicrously improbable situations. It can be created for both theater and cinema, like Home Alone, The Hangover. Now let's compare them together. Comedy is a dramatic work that is light and often humorous and that usually contains happy ending. Farce is a light-hearted comedy typically including crude characterization and improbable situations. Comedy can be high and low comedy. Farce is a type of low comedy. Comedy may expose vices and follies of the society while creating laughter. Farce aims to make the audience laugh. Comedy uses wit, satire, irony, as well as slapstick, and farce to create laughter. Farce uses absurdities, vulgar jokes, physical actions to create laughter. Thank you for watching.